Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of Advanced Trick Theory. Today we're going to be talking about how to make fewer mistakes in your flying. So this is a bit of an abstract concept and it might be a little difficult to understand, but I'm going to do my best job to explain it here in this video. So with that said, let's go ahead and get into the flying.
Okay, so the first thing that we're going to talk about to try to avoid making mistakes is really a mentality kind of thing. So it's really hard to avoid making mistakes if all you're doing is just banging the sticks, doing a lot of fast moves and flying too fast. And it can really make your tricks look unsmooth, or when you're about to hit something and then you have to stop really fast, and it just doesn't look good. So you have to get in the mentality of making your moves very deliberate. So maybe slowing down a little bit and then planning ahead what you want to do, and that will really help to avoid making those mistakes that happen when you're flying too fast or when you're just banging the sticks without really thinking about what's coming up next, or even thinking about what you're doing in the present moment. So think about what you're doing in the moment, think about what's coming ahead, and maybe slow down a little bit. So when you're actually trying to avoid making mistakes, you might not progress as quickly with your flying and your skill level because you won't be taking as many risks. But in a situation where you're trying to just get like a good flight in or film something, then you need to be more deliberate and things like that. So you can't just be banging the sticks all over the place and going crazy like that. So that's kind of more abstract. That's kind of a mentality thing. Now what you can do to avoid making mistakes is actually not avoid them, but play them off as a trick and make it look like you never made a mistake in the first place. But you need to be in the mentality where you're thinking ahead and going a little bit slower in order to be able to do this. So a common error is that you miss a gap or something when you're like floating in the air, or you mess up a split S and you don't go over what you were trying to, or you overshoot. So let's just say I'm trying to go and do a split S over these two trees and I don't make it. So I can just like panic and just do something like this, just to prevent myself from crashing, or I can turn it into some kind of trick. So maybe I just add throttle early and pull out of it like this. Maybe like add a flip in there so it looked like I did that on purpose, or maybe I'm not gonna make it, so I add throttle and I flip backwards so I actually do make it over the tree. And coming up with these kinds of ways out of a mistake, it does take time, it does take practice, but these are just things that you should be thinking about in your everyday flying to become a better pilot, because good pilots don't fly perfectly, but they are very good at covering up their mistakes. So those are really the two main things about trying to avoid making mistakes. It's first of all getting in the mentality of doing deliberate motions and thinking ahead, and then doing tricks to kind of cover up your mistakes. And once again, you have to think ahead to do that as well. So that's pretty much it.
Okay, that's it for this one. I hope you guys learned something from this video. Let me know down in the comments section below what you thought about this topic, and also what you want to see on Advanced Trick Theory in the future. And also, please like this video if you liked it and get subscribed to see more content like this in the future. Thanks for watching.